Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. This is Coach Rodolfo Camarena from the Killeen Parks and Rec and coaching the Winter League for 2025, Team Fuego. The purpose of this video is to help give a better explanation of the soccer positions and their roles and areas of responsibility with the hopes that it helps you understand uh, the game a bit better and what you could work um, on your own and help develop these skills for said positions that you want to work on. So this is a soccer field. It's like a tactical board that we're going to use to kind of demonstrate um, the positions and what area of the field is your responsibility. And this document has just kind of, it's not like a full breakdown, but just kind of like a gist of the skills that are normally required and expected for these positions and the terminology. So let's begin there. So we have here your soccer positions. We have the goalkeeper, goalie, fullback, center back, left back, right fullback. It's all the same thing. They're pretty much the defense. You have your midfielder, left mid, right mid, center mid. Pretty much their job is to help defend and to help to attack and score. And last but not least, what did I just do? Is your forward slash striker slash wingers. They're at the foremost area of the soccer field. And their job is to pretty much create create goals, create scoring opportunities for points. And so some of the skills here for each position are as follows. For the goalkeeper, catching, communication, organizing. So communication, organizing, watching the field. You're playing goalie. You need to be able to speak and talk to your defense. Hey, if they're in your way and you're trying to run up and get this ball tackle, get the ball, go for the ball. Let them know, hey, I got it. Especially if it's one of those pop ups. So we don't want people running into each other. You don't want them kind of going for a header and it actually goes into your goal. So you need to be able to communicate. I got it, to let them know that to move out the way. Or if you can't see and it kind of hurts when the opposing team is going for a kick and you can't see where the kick is coming from, and the next thing here is a swoosh from the net after the ball has passed you because you couldn't see. So you gotta be able to communicate. Kicking is very important. You want to be a goal kicker. You need to have the foot to kick the ball from one end of the field to the other field, down the field. I'm sorry, not like it's not like we have back-to-back fields. So yeah, from one side of the field to the other side. And we know it's a lot of booting the ball, a lot of drop kicks and things like that. So if you need to work on some of these, go ahead and get started. Working some more. There's a couple of drills and things you can do to help improve your kicking. Reflexes. It goes without saying. Good reflexes on diving for the ball, jumping for the ball, catching the ball, all that good stuff. Next position, fullback slash center back. I kind of label this because it's pretty much the same thing, but mostly the center back. So center back, position discipline is one of the skills you need to have, because you can't be wandering, throughout the field. You need to be able to stand guard, stand where you're at, and read the field. You need to be able to know where everyone's at. So you're pretty much the captain for the defense. be able to pass the ball. And when I mentioned the defensive captain, leadership. So you need to be able to communicate with the other defenders. You need to be able to let them know, say, hey, we need to move up. If there's a corner kick situation, we got a corner kick, then we're gonna push up a little bit, and then once the ball goes in, so if we score, cool. Hey, we need to drop back, get back in position, or they their goalie blocks the kick and they're gonna boot it down our way. Then you communicate with the rest of the defense. Okay, we need to back up, back up, back up, back up. So you got to be able to communicate. Fullback, speed, stamina, position awareness, and 1v1. So with speed, fullback, you're gonna be running a lot. You're have responsibility for a good chunk of the field. You'll be running up and down as a fullback. So you want to be on defense. You don't have to be the fastest person in the field, but with speed, it's more in the sense of not hesitating and running towards the ball. Stamina is, again, as I mentioned, moving up and down the pitch throughout the game. So if you're not familiar with the term, up and down the pitch, up and down the field, right? And position awareness. Make sure that you're not, far away from where you're supposed to be. And 1v1, as part of the defense, you need to be able to defend the ball. You need to be able to be aggressive when you're defending the ball, winning the ball, and kicking the ball out. Kicking the ball down across the field to the other side or towards your teammate. Next is the center midfielder. Passing, ball control, dribbling, intercepting / winning the ball, stamina. So midfielders, you're doing a lot of running back and forth. You're covering a huge real estate on that soccer field. Okay, so you got to have the stamina to be able to do that. Good dribbling skills, good ball control. Make sure that we're keeping possession of the ball. You're not losing the ball. And then you're passing to the other midfielders. You're passing to the forwards. Left midfielders. Pretty much the same thing. Once it gets more down, all the other skills kind of applies. All you like above, as above, right? So technical. Controlling the ball, keeping possession. That should be up here too. Under pressure, dribbling past opponents, delivering crosses. And the reason why delivering crosses here is because they're on the right side. They want to get the ball across to the other side, right? If you're in the center field, you're not doing much crossing as a midfielder. So that's why delivering crosses is not up here. And then taking shots in the goal. Same thing for the center midfielder. You want to be able to take good shots at the goal. That's one of the skill set that you should have as a midfielder. Speed, dribbling, and shooting. So last but not least, your forward / strikers / wingers. All the above, right? I think the only thing that's different is decision making. You need to be able to know when to drop back, when to link up with the midfielders, and when to get into the box, and timing your attack. You need to communicate with the other forward. Say, hey, I'm open. Let's set this up. Or if you have the midfielder, if they pushed up too, drop back some so you can pass it back to them. You try to get open if there's too many defenders, in the way. So, to set up a scoring situation. So, as a forward, you got to be able to make these decisions and make them quickly. So, without further ado, now that we know about the positions and the skills, let's go back to the field here. So this is our friendly field here, right? We have our soccer ball. We are going to be red. I had made a request at the beginning of the I guess you could call it the preseason, for us to have red jerseys because fuego means fire in Spanish. So it just makes sense to be red and not blue or green, right? You can't be fuego and be blue. unless blue flame. But let's not get into there. Um, you know, uh, so your goalkeeper. I'm gonna change this to blue, and let's do this here. So goalkeeper. This is your area of responsibility. You can go here, 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 here to get the ball. Right? So it's not often that you see the goalie do this or push up, attacking with the team. So, but yes, this is your area of responsibility. And we have our defense. So we have your left fullback, our center back, and our right fullback. So notice how they are right here aligned with this goal line here. So pretty much you want to align here and this line here. This is the last line defense. You are, if you're center back, the center back member, you are the captain of the defense captain. You're going to be communicating along with the goalie with your other defensive homies here. Say, hey, we need to push up. You can push up. Okay, we need to drop back. And then they drop back. So, areas responsibility for the right fullback. You're pretty much, this is your area responsibility right here. All this area here. Before I continue, I'm going to put the other positions here. So you have the fullbacks, and then we're going to have our midfielders. We have the left midfielder, center midfielder, and we have our right midfielders. They're pretty much aligned here, and you're aligning pretty much with this line here, right? So if you're facing here, you're not really be looking behind you, but make sure when you're lined up on the field, you're lined up with here, and they are going to kind of line up behind you. And so if you're kind of back here, just kind of be aware. I prefer you guys to stick right here. So if they're there, just communicate, hey, get more to your right. But then again, they have a wider area of responsibility, so that's okay, but if you're lined up, this general area is where you want to be. And then we have our forwards. They are going to be playing high, and when I say high, I mean like up forward towards in the attacking side of the field on the defensive side. So this is defense side of the field, offense side, right? So attacking, defense, and here this is pretty much like the center neutral, the neutral area. So this is pretty much like the neutral area ball where it's neither offense or defense. Well, this is kind of like right here. Yeah, so this is pretty much neither offense or defense. So this is like center for the neutral area. This is pretty much like the attacking part, the attacking phase, and then defense. So this is our formation, and we play a 4x4x2. I can't count tonight or this morning because it's like 4 in the morning. 3x3x2. 3-3-2. That's our formation. So we have 3 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 2 pretty much attackers. Okay. Midfielders. So let's start with our right midfielder. So their area responsibility is pretty much from this half of the field to out of bounds, the right out of bounds. So they can go, it's pretty much, if I move this guy here, That's their area responsibility. For pretty much from this line to this line, and then from this half to the right side. And they can be running attacking. They'll be attacking us up here, and then defending. They'll be assisting on defense back here. They're not gonna go into here. They're not gonna be up here. They're not gonna be here. They're not gonna be up here. Here, this is your area, right? This is your lane. Why? Because we have other people that are responsible for other sections of the field, and we don't want to be somewhere else and then we have this huge gap here. We have no one here, and they can kind of get exposed and then kind of lose out on defense. So that's why it is important to stick to your area of responsibility, and everyone has one. Center midfielder. This is pretty much all you here. This is all you. So from this end to that end, and you can kind of use this as a guide, or use this as a landmark, right? You want to use these the goal box here, this goal to this goal box to this goal box, and then from this top line of this goal box to the other line of the goal box. That's your guide. This is your area. And then for the left midfielder, it's the opposite from the other side. From left out of bounds to midfield, and then from this box to this box. This whole area is yours. So you're attacking, you're pushing up, and then when we're on defense, we're dropping back, you're dropping back, you're dropping back. You get in here, but you don't want to get over here, because we have this person that has, this field, this person that has, that field, this person. So everything kind of, you see how this begins to overlap. This person has this responsibility. So there's no reason why you should be over here. Okay? There's a reason why people are in these positions, right? And you see how this is all overlapped. So if you're here, that's too many people. You have the center back, you have the right fullback, center mid, and right midfielder, all responsible for this area. They got this. So there's no reason for you to be here. Stay over here. This is your lane. Stay over here. So hopefully that makes sense doing it this way. You see how things kind of overlap. So don't worry if the ball's whatever. Don't worry about it. They got help. The ball's here. There's plenty of help. They have the defense, they have the center midfielder that's within their area of responsibility. We are a team, right? Trust your teammates. Trust your teammates to and that they will take care of their their area responsibility, right? So okay, so now for the forwards, they pretty much have this. If you're the right forward, this is all you. And then for number 8, this is all you right here. So as you can see, this whole side of the field is all yours. Can you go back here? Are you able to kind of drop like in this area? You can if they need the help in certain situations, but the reason why we play high on the field, we play way up here, is for the event that they're back here, you know, because it's still within the area of responsibility. They're back here. They're doing this, you know, like we're playing defense. We're trying to get the ball out of here. We're trying to get the ball out of here. And it's getting pretty, you know, pretty crazy. And then we win the ball. And the pass it here, and we can, and if you're down here, if you're down here, we have all this space that we could have, well, more on that later, right? So they're attacking, they're going to be here. And that means we're going to have an opportunity to kind of do something by getting the ball down here. And they can go in. And of course, they're going to have their defense, whether it's 2 or they might have it like ours. They might have 3 defenders. They might even have 4 defenders. Every team's different. You know, they have different formations and whatnot. Let's remove these guys. So we're not worried about them right now. But you get the gist. So your area responsibility. It's all of this here. So hopefully that makes sense. If there's any questions, feel free to comment if you're able to on the video, or you can ask me during practice. The last thing I want to cover is if we are defending a corner kick and they have the ball, if we are defending a corner kick, this is how we line up. So pay attention. Goalie, you know where you need to be at. You need to be here. Let me remove this here. Okay, your defense. You, the captain, the defense captain, you're gonna communicate out loud so everyone can hear. Hey, corner kick, and then so they know what to do. They know we need to defend. So fullback, you're gonna hug this pole. You're gonna hug this pole. And then you're gonna come back here. Midfielder, gonna come right here, and like in this corner of this box, the right midfielder in the corner of this box. Center mid, they're gonna drop at the top of this box, and then you have your wingers. The corner, they can take a corner. So pretty much every corner is gonna be occupied. Say corner, or pretty much this pole, corner, center. So they can try to get the ball in here, but because we have a wall here, and we have someone here, and here, and as soon as the ball moves, as soon as they kick the ball, depending on the direction, that's is when we should start making a move towards the ball. So if the ball is gonna fall down here, you know, then you're gonna move down here, and they're gonna kind of move down here, and it might try to do something like this, so that where we can, oh, that's awful, intercept, or you know, go for a block and either kick it out. If we can get it, if we can get a nice touch from the ball and then kick it downfield, that's great. If not, kick it out, and then it's another corner kick for them. But pretty much that's how we're setting up for our defense for the corner kick. Now, if we're going for the corner kick, if we're taking the corner kick, then this is how we line up. So first, let's go back. Let's reset. So this is how we normally are, right? 3-3-2. It's right here, right? 3-3-2. 3-3-2. Fullback, midfielders, forward. But in the event that we get the corner kick, if it's on our right side, so we're facing, if it's on the right side, then the right forward, the right winger, they're going to take the kick, and the left forward, they're going to go here on this line, on this side of the box, in case the ball, kind of overshots, because we don't want anyone to be here and the kick is over here, and then like we have no one to get the ball and it goes out of bounds. We want to keep possession of the ball. So in order to prevent that, in case of an overshot, we want to be here. If you're a left forward, you can be here, right here. And then we can have left midfielder here for the same purpose. Midfielder here, and we can have the right midfielder like inside the box. And there's other formation, but we'll stick to this for now. And then defense captain, what you supposed to do? Oh, corner kick, push up. We're gonna push up to this line here. They're gonna push up here, and there you have it. That's the offensive corner kick. So if we're taking the corner kick, this is how we're gonna line up. So remember, if you're the defensive captain, if you're the center back, you need to communicate that, whether either way, corner kick for us or them. So defense corner kick or corner kick, however you want to say it, to notify the rest of the team. And then if we're taking a corner kick from the left side of the field, it's just the opposite. So left forward's going to take the kick, right forward's here, they're there, and then they just down here. Simple. And then so the ball gets shot, he kicks it, and they catch it or whatever, and they're gonna boot it. So, but as soon as there's move, as soon as the ball leaves their foot and is traveling, the center back, right? The center back, let's go back up here. Center back. Communicate with the other defenders. As soon as it leaves the foot, and it looks like it's gonna be it looks like it's not gonna go in or for whatever, then you start backpedaling. Okay, we need to drop back into positions, and then you drop back, and then we just kind of reset. And as a goalie, just know that they can take the ball all the way up to this line here to take the kick. There's certain things that there's certain rules that goalies can and can't do that you forwards should know. I'll cover that in person and stuff. So I don't want to have too much here, but pretty much all I wanted to do was cover the positions, area responsibilities, the skill set, and to kind of show where you're supposed to line up. Any questions, drop it in the comments. You can ask me in the parents can ask me in the chat or at practice. All right, and again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening.